Hello all my embroidery friends. I'm going to do a short video on the Poinsettia design for the candle, which is here. So you're going to need some embellishments, some nice pearls, some ribbons just to put round, which I did here. You're also going to need your candle, of course. I don't have a big candle, so I'm just using this small one this time. You're also going to need your fabrics. Now you can use any fabric, but I'm using this lovely one. What you will need, organza, the same colours if you can, or similar colours, for which we'll embroider on instead of a stabilizer. So you're going to need those for the leaves, green ones, some organza to match the leaves, and for the other petals I've got some, it's called acrylic felt. What's that one? So here we're going to go. Okay. First step, I'll actually embroider the holly from the corner of the Poinsettia design, but I won't embroider it all. I'm just embroidering the green leaves. So basically you need to skip through to which one you want. There you go. And then you actually embroider just the leaves, which I've already done for you, you see. So you've embroidered them on the organza. So now I've just trimmed them very carefully all the way around. If you like, you can go around with a lighter just to seal it, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So those are all, just put those to one side now. And we'll go to the next step. Okay, now you need to load your Poinsettia design onto your machine and basically do as you did with the leaves. You need to go forward. Uh-oh, just a minute. And we're going forward. So you go forward. We don't want the leaves. We don't want that one. Not that one. Basically we want the full leaf, which this is the full leaf, and that is actually the setting point for your applique. So that's what we're going to do first. So basically you do your first top leaves first, which I'm doing them in red, but obviously you can do them in any colour. So we'll be embroidering just this stage and putting the fabric on, and then putting the satin stitch, and we'll take it out and trim, but just the top two layers of the flower. So just the petals, which are in red. The bottom one, which is in green, you don't do that yet. Okay, so if you could do that, and then we'll go on to the next stage. So now I've actually embroidered them all out and trimmed them. So this is the top petals, not the bottom one, which is the leaves. Don't do that yet. That's all done. And they look really nice from the back as well. One lady said, did you need to line them? I don't think you do. They're quite nice. So there we go. I like to go like this as well. It makes them look nice and 3D. I've also done the small ones, which the pattern is from the 12 Days of Christmas block 3, which is for the small block. You don't have to put these on if you don't want to. You can just use the big one. It's up to you. So we have all those embroidered out. And then we're going to go to the last step, which is the leaves at the bottom. Okay, I've embroidered I've actually put the pleat pieces on at the moment and trimmed it. And this is on 2 layers of organza, as you can see. And it's quite tight, so don't let it floppy, otherwise you won't have a good result. So here we go to the next step. Back into the machine to do the satin stitch. Now you've finished the satin stitch, you go and trim round this very carefully again. trim around it, then we'll go to the next step. Now you skip through until you get to this little one in the middle. Basically, it's the last 2 stages of the design. So you skip through to that. You embroider it on 2 layers of organza, as you see now. So basically you finish. So basically you embroider it and you do the last step, and then you'll remove it again, trim it. The pretty little centre. So now we're going to take all the parts and we'll start to stick them together. So you stick them, I used a hot glue gun. You can sew them if you wanted to. When you're on your last piece, on the green piece, the leaf underneath, you can actually put the other pieces on top and finish the last little bit, the last 2 stages, in actually your embroidery machine. It's up to you. The other thing I wanted to say is it's better if you use the same colour shuttle as you're using on the top. It just gives it a nicer finish. So I've done that on all of them. You see? So now we'll start to stick them onto the candle. You first need to put your ribbons round to where you want them, or whether you want them or not. And then you just stick the other things wherever you want them. So here we go, all finished. Because it was smaller, I don't think it needed so much. Even you can just put the one on it. Can you see that? It's beautiful. Lovely presents and very easy to make. Very, very easy to make. And because I had these left over, I made a little brooch. They're so pretty. I hope you liked my video. And if you need anything, you can just message me if you need any help. Okay then, I'll see you. Happy embroidering!